for Gattoni, and then Eric Casey, and is that
You got pre-flight instructions so everybody knows where you're going and what you're doing. So this is really, really important. I only need you for like 2 minutes. My name is Curtis, and Anna is right there. We're going to be your two humble servants along with Christian, who's doing the video. Christian. So, when you hear your names called, we're going to have you all in order, the order that you're going to be walking onto the dance floor. We're going to line you up just at the top of the stairs that go down to that level. So you'll be right outside this door, all lined up in line. Then we're going to go on mic and say, good evening everybody, welcome to International, and now it's time to bring in our bridal party. When you hear your names called, I'll say, I'm going to pick two right out, just out of thin air. Next on the list is Megan Casey. And Anna's going to say, and Megan is accompanied by Andrew DeMambro. So when you two hear your names called, how did I know? How did I know? So, you two, you're going to step down the stairs, head toward the dance floor. You're going to get all the way to the edge of the dance floor. There's going to be a ring of people all the way around the dance floor. Very chaotic, everybody clapping their hands. All the guests are up and standing. You're going to get to the edge of the dance floor and stop. Right here, you do your pose. Stop for a good 5 seconds. Shh. Whatever it is. And this is all optional. You can just stand there. But Mr. and Mrs. M are going to look at these pictures you're about to create for the next 50 years. Every Sunday on the couch with the big, who's down to get it. But wait till I leave. Shh. Wait till I leave to create your pose. So it can be somebody kicked a field goal and it's good. Or shh, everybody has to keep listening. Or I've got one half of the heart and you've got the other half. Whatever it is, create a pose. Hold it for 5 seconds because there are 40 photographers and they're all trying to get you dialed in with their little cameras. So do it long enough. Whatever your pose is, hold your pose for a good 5 seconds. Just freeze. Now, once you've done your pose, there's two parts to this, and again, it's all optional, so don't panic. You don't have to do it. Once you've done your pose, if you choose to do it, then you're going to do your routine. And you're trying to get from the first edge of the dance floor to the far edge, over where the DJ table is. You're going to make it from this side of the dance floor to the other end. You're going to do your routine. So, we'll start off holding hands. We'll take 3 steps. We stop. We jump up in the air. Now we turn around in a circle. You take the flowers and throw them to me. Then I'll take the flowers and throw them back to you. Then I'm going to start taking my tux jacket off. You put your arm like this. I'm going to hang my jacket on your arm. Then I'm going to take your flowers. I'm going to lay down on the ground. You put your foot on top of me and swing my tux jacket around in the air.
This is just an example.
But, one more thing. Starting tonight at midnight, all the video from 50 cameras, it's all going to YouTube and MySpace and Facebook and email back and forth. So we're going to create something here. And again, there's no pressure on you. You don't have to do any of this. Come to the edge of the dance floor, stop, wait 5 seconds for everybody to take your picture, and then proceed to the opposite edge of the dance floor and take your position. You're all going to, starting with Joe and Ellen, you're going first. You're going to start the horseshoe. You're going to be the top of the horseshoe. So you're going to walk right toward the DJ table, all the way up to where we're standing. There's Curtis and Anna right there. And you're going to stop, put your back to us, and just wait in the center of the dance floor. The rest of you, fill it in, left to right. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Just go stand shoulder to shoulder, left to right. So you make kind of a C shape, kind of a horseshoe. Yo, I like this guy. You can if you want to. You don't have to.
Totally up to whatever you guys want to do.
You can make that decision when you're lined up.
You have an order of who's going to win?
Yes.
We're going to line you up right now.
One point is all the guests will already be at the edges of the dance floor, so you're not going to be going out there and seeing no one on the dance floor. There'll already be a circle, so do your best to stand in front of the DJ table. There may already be guests there, so you might have to kind of stand in front of them, but try and keep a nice neat line of you for pictures purposes.
And at the door, may I have, and congratulations, Joe and Ellen, and gentlemen, friends, and family of Laura and Michael, welcome to the International. My name is Curtis, and this is Anna. People call us Curtis and Anna. We're so excited to be here today. We have quite a bridal party that is waiting to be introduced into the room. But before we get along to that, could we please take a moment to send out some thanks and a round of applause to the person who actually laid the foundation for this celebration not so many years ago, the grandfather of our bride, sitting at the Arnold Palmer table, Grandpa Alexander Valente. The one and only. And remember, Grandpa Valente, without you, none of us would be here today. And now, could we ask you to help our dance floor and create a human circle of love around the edges of the dance floor? Joe and Ellen and Joe, look at that pose. Say hello, Joe. Look at that. Oh boy. What a gentleman, he says, dear, there could be a puddle there, I'm not going to take a chance. Look at that. Just like when he was back in school. Lauren went home and told Michael that she had seen Laura. Michael jumped up and ran to the phone, and in desperation, he called information, got Laura's number, and called her that very moment. Then Michael went on. He said to Laura, and I quote, "I don't ever want to wake up next to any other woman but you. Will you marry me?" Laura cried and said yes. And now, we all knew Mr. and Mrs. Michael Massimilla. Michael and Laura, Mr. and Mrs. M. And as they approach, they are about to dance their first dance as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Massimilla.